2-2 as we get into the 11th. We got a ton of changes for the Pirates. Baez getting ready to hit. And let's look at his night.
Trouble with that line drive, run for a base hit. Could have been a double play, but he makes amends here. A brilliant play. A good look at it there as he positioned himself to catch and throw that ball all in one motion.
Gong will play short. So he moves over from third. Ramirez goes first to third. Morris will play first. Joaquin Soria, who was a little wild yesterday, allowing the Cubs to tie game 1. A couple of critical wild pitches.
Yeah, he was really out of sorts yesterday. And 3-1, 287 with the Tigers and the Pirates this year.
And Baez takes strike 1. Now, wild pitches allowing Castro and La Stella to score. That was a 3-run inning. Soria actually was not charged with any runs. Those went on Garrett Cole's record. And it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, Cole pitched a heck of a game, but ultimately was charged with 4 runs, 3 earned.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Slow breaker.
Slow big breaker, and Baez befuddled by it.
Ball 1. RBI double and a run in that big 7th inning rally yesterday. Tommy spending much of the year on the DL with an oblique injury. 2-0. Good on base skills. Keen eye at the plate.
Well, this wouldn't be a good, it wouldn't be a bad time, excuse me, to get a little aggressive, try to turn on one, hit it into the corner. Well, he was aggressive, just fouled it back. Soria was a closer with the Tigers, had 23 saves with Detroit this year. An all-star closer with the Royals, racked up 42 saves and then 43 saves 2008, 2010.
In the left and a base hit. La Stella will try for 2. Here comes the throw, and he's going to be out. Starling Marte. You won't get much argument if you call him the best left fielder in baseball, and that is an enormous play. And oh, did we say defense is huge tonight? Wow, what a throw.
Yeah, this is a tough break for La Stella and the Cubs, but a brilliant play by Marte. You're not going to see a better play by a left fielder. I mean, this looked like it would be an easy double, and the speed to cut it off, obviously very important. And then to get turned around and fire that ball back into second base accurately from deep in the corner, that is very impressive. That's a Clemente-like play, only from the other side of the field.
His 13th outfield assist.
And you know, you can't fault La Stella at all. You got to be thinking 2 there.
Oh, and he ran hard. Well, Marte leads the National League in outfield assists.
Yeah, and sometimes those guys, outfielders, rack up big assists year because they don't have good arms and they don't have good reputation, so people are always trying them. That's not the case with Marte. This is a ballpark that yields a lot of extra base hits, so guys are going to try to force the action because of the big gaps. And he obviously is equal to the challenge.
Fowler to right. Polanco is over, and he's got it on the warning track, and the inning is over. Bottom 11, 2-2.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, I mean, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, you know, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC. Now pay no interest for 5 years, plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
Hey, Ralph Punzel.
Oh, hey, Ronnie.
Where are you headed?
Great Clips.
You're getting a haircut?
I checked in already. Using their online check-in.
Online check?
It saves you time.
You're getting a haircut.
Why? Thinking about applying to astronaut school.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll see you, Ronnie.
Next time, save time. Download the online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
2-2, bottom of the 11th. Here's Hector Rondon.
Oh, man, what a game. Rondon 5-4 with a 170, 28 saves and 32 tries. Gave up the walk-off home run to Kobayashi the other day in Philadelphia. But aside from that, has been really, really good for a good long while now.
Stella's at third. What does this say about Joe Madden's confidence in Chris Bryant in the outfield? Chris goes to right. Made that excellent grab yesterday. Leaping catch up against the Clemente wall. Austin Jackson is now in center, so Fowler made the last out. That's where the pitcher spot will go. A strike to Harrison.
Jimmy Joyce still in good voice, screeching out the strike call to Harrison.
One and two.
Little Cholula at 98 from Rondon. We've seen him hit 100 this year. Whoop.
Got away from him. How many players were used in that Rockies Dodgers game?
I think 54 maybe.
50, I want to say 58. 40 have been used in this one. 17 Cubs, 23 Pirates. Rondon. Nicely done. 1-3. 58 players. 24 pitchers.
I knew there was a 4 in there somewhere.
So you were all over it.
Rondon gave up the home run to Ashe in a few appearances before the Reds got him too. Votto, right? Votto took him deep. Well, he's had a couple bumpy ones last couple of weeks.
I can't even fathom 18 more players that we haven't seen tonight getting into this game. But that's what happened in Los Angeles last night. The 1-0 to Chris Stewart. Called strike.
Let's check our used letter board here. Stewart's gone. Clint Hurdle has just 2 position players left, Ishikawa and Diaz. Cubs have Barry, Herrera, and Russell.
2-1.
Cubs have 10 pitchers available yet.
Well, they have used all of their regular catchers. They'd have to go to the catcher bullpen. It'd have to be an emergency guy. Ross, no panic, and he gets him by a couple of steps. 2 outs.
Bouncer to the mound. A little roller out in front for the catcher. Looks like it's Rizzo's turn. Pirates have 4 pitchers remaining. Not counting their starters, which could go long enough. We may see them too.
Might have heard the home plate umpire, Jim Joyce, say no ball outside. Denorfia in. And he'll keep on moving toward that first base dugout. To the 12th. 2-2.
Yes, McRib lover, it's back.
Celebrate McRib season. Now just $5 for a delicious McRib, Dr. Pepper, and medium fries at McDonald's.
If he were to mispronounce your name, you'd feel compelled to change it. Therapists open up to him. He skips the first date. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
It's called the domino effect. It starts with a plan that evolves into an action that produces a result. That result is the grand opening of the all-new Elgin Toyota with our state-of-the-art business center, and save time with our exclusive Toyota Express Maintenance. Browse over 1,000 new Toyotas and 400 used vehicles. Feel comfortable knowing that we speak your language. The grand opening sale going on now at Elgin Toyota, where Naperville Road ends and savings begin.
He sure does like staring out that window.
He's always got a great idea afterwards.
Breakfast. Galen, you're driving.
Told ya.
Right now, you'll lump 2 steak and egg burritos for just $3.33 at McDonald's.
Well, we're going to the 12th. Well, let's go back to the 6th. There was a pitcher's duel to this point. Chris Bryant with his 3rd hit of the ballgame, scoring Anthony Rizzo. That was off A.J. Burnett. And Jared Hughes into the ballgame. A successful squeeze by Starlin Castro. 2-0 Cubs in the 6th. Jake Arrieta looked like he had an easy out. And he lollipopped one over to Anthony Rizzo. That allowed Polanco to score. 2-1, and then in the 8th inning, a crazy half inning. And it ends on this bizarre double play. It went 4-3, 6-2-5, but a run scored to tie the game at 2. And we're still there as we go to the 12th.
Very entertaining game. Both managers wheeling and dealing here, using all their assets. And here comes another pitcher for the Pirates. It's the Vanimal, Vance Worley, formerly a starter. He's going to take the ball here in the 12th. 4-5, 378 for Worley.
We joined the roster yesterday.
There's a lot of cutters.
And a strike on DeNorfia. He was designated for assignment on July 30th. Timing wasn't great. A.J. Burnett got hurt. Went to the disabled list. Base hit. DeNorfia leads off the 12th. Now the following day, Burnett went to the DL, and they got they went out and got Jay Happ. Worley remained in their organization, eventually outrighted to the minor leagues, and here he is back in the bigs. Looks like pinch runner Quentin Barry. Yeah, Barry will run for DeNorfia.
That's why Quentin Barry was brought onto the roster. A guy you can use in a late game situation to help win a game with his legs.
Second time he's gotten into a game on September 4th. Pinch hit, played center field, and went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Being held by Morse.
Thrown over there. Wanted to check Barry too to see if Jackson would tip his hand as to whether he's going to bunt or not. I would be stunned to see him bunt in this situation with Barry on first base and Jackson in the box. Barry's charges to get a read on Worley and steal second base. Oh, he was showing bunt.
Pitched out. There he goes. And Jackson bunted. Yeah, and he bunted foul.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to play a little bunt and run here. Joe's not a big fan of the bunt. I don't know if Jackson's doing this on his own. And yeah, they're going to talk to him. You got Rizzo on deck. You know, if you bunt him over here, you leave first base open, and it allows him to pitch around or put Rizzo on. I don't think you want to give up an out to advance Barry if you feel like he's capable of stealing a base on his own.
Barry will get second on a great read. That ball hit the dirt and off he went. Wild pitch.
Wild pitch has been a big play in this series too. So now for me the bunt is in play. Pushing a bunt down to get him over to third base. I have no problem with it. I'm not saying it's the definitive way to play it here.
Into right, and it's a base hit. Barry on his way to third. So he was going to run to third, then he thought, I better wait. And the Cubs are set up now. Anthony Rizzo coming up. 2 on, nobody out.
Yeah, sinking line drive in front of Polanco, and Barry just could not afford to sell out and keep on going. Had to make sure the ball got down. Could not afford to get doubled off there. So slinging back and forth between second and third, and ultimately makes it into third base. And this place all of a sudden has gotten very quiet.
Inside, infield in.
Yep, you don't concede anything in the 12th inning.
That'll give the Cubs the lead, I think. Sliding grab. Yep, Marte makes a catch, but he will not have a play on Barry. Sac fly, Anthony Rizzo. It's 3-2 Cubs.
Barry does his job. He gets a pinch run assignment, moves around the bases. A nice play by Marte, but once he left his feet, you knew it was going to be easy for Barry to race home. And an appeal at third base.
So a 3-2 ball game. Jackson the runner at first, 1 out, and the pitch to Chris Bryant popped down the right field line, and this will find the stands.
Well, there's the bottom of the 12th to play. 2-3-4 due for the Pirates. Always seems to be that way, doesn't it? Hard fought game like this.
Hector Rondon with an 11 pitch 11th. So it looks like he'll get a chance to save his own win, which he can't do. I'm talking more about how it will feel. He would get the win, not the save. Bounced foul by Bryant. Won't be easy. Marte, McCutchen, and Ramirez due up. By the way, we've got a 12:35 start tomorrow. Getaway day.
There he goes.
Runner on the move. High throw. And Jackson is in. Bryant strikes out, so 2 away.
Chris would like to get that pitch back. I think he thought Worley was going to throw him a slider and a cutter right over the heart of the plate. Jackson gets the base. But Worley gets his man at the plate. Harrison, a little deke move here, as if the ball had gone into center field. Jackson's not buying it.
David Ross came in to catch in the 10th.
A couple ex-presidents out there, Jackson and Harrison. Well, they call Rossi the Gray Wolf. Gray Wolf got himself a couple of knocks last night.
Yeah, he was very hitterish in that game.
Yeah, a big double, came around to score, and obviously did his thing behind the plate, catching John Lester. Man, Worley is working up a lather out there. Like Bob Veal.
Rizzo with the sacrifice fly. The plate, Barry. Popped up on the right side of the infield. Harrison makes a catch. But the Cubs get the lead. Quentin Barry, pinch runner, takes second, takes third, and eventually takes home. 3-2.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our life.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on. Get UVerse high-speed internet for $15 a month for 12 months with other qualifying service on one bill and a one-year term.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, I mean, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
Cubs now leading 3-2. Quentin Barry, who scored that go-ahead run, is now playing left. So it's Barry, Jackson, and Bryant left to right. Third to first, LaStella, Baez, Castro, Rizzo, Ross catching, and Hector Rondon out for his second. And hopefully final inning, as he went 1-2-3 in the 11th, and he now can get the win as he'll face Starling Marte to start the bottom of the 12th.
Marte's been on base 3 times tonight. A bunt single, reached on an error, and a single. So you have to respect the speed and the bunting ability. LaStella's pinched in a little bit at third base. Tight to the line. Rizzo off the line at first.
Foul deep to right, out of play. Cardinals a winner 5-4. In Milwaukee, Jaime Garcia beat Willie Peralta. Trevor Rosenthal got his 45th save. Their 91st win. Giants with an early 3-0 lead in the 4th at home against Cincinnati. Jake Peavy pitching for the Giants. The 0-2 from Rondon. Now 1-2.
That's a good 0-2 pitch. 98 miles an hour. Off the outside corner, down a little bit.
Castro makes the catch, 1 out.
worked the ninth, allowed a hit, got a double play ball. Rodney a 1-2-3 10th. Rondon has retired all 4 he's seen.
Strike 1 to McCutchen. Well, Chris Denorfia got on base. A solid single to right center, and then lifted for the pinch runner Barry.
Yeah, it's good to see. The Denorfia has not had a lot of playing time here lately, with Austin Jackson being added to the roster. There hasn't been many opportunities, and that was a huge hit to get things started.
McCutchen eerily quiet tonight. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Ramirez on deck. From the wind. And McCutchen spoils it. Still 1-2.
McCutchen can handle velocity because he has such a balanced and simple approach. Just a real quiet posture and beat by the slider.
Swing and a miss. His first strikeout. He's retired 5 in a row. 2 outs here in the 12th.
A 4 strikeout night for McCutchen. When you're dealing with the likes of Arrieta and Rondon, that can happen. And Rondon really spot on with his stuff here. This is a slider after a couple of 98s.
Rondon to Ramirez. And he cracked his bat.
The thing about baseball, right? In football, you get down to the end of the league, you can take a knee. You can't take a knee in baseball. You got to get them all out. 1-run game. There's some dangerous guys here. Marte, McCutchen, dispatched, and now Ramirez. Again, we talked about him earlier, obviously, towards the end of his career, not the guy he once was, but still dangerous. Well, that old adage, you got to play all 36.
One and one. 1-2. Deep breath by Hector as he gets a sign from Ross. Here it comes. Low and away. Gung, the on deck hitter.
Normally in this situation, you think about pitching away from slugging. And you would think, well, middle in, you know, if you get beat in there and he turns on one. But with Ramirez, he has such good power the other way.
Ramirez needs a couple of extra seconds. Rondon locked in again. Another 2-2. Base hit right field. Ramirez keeps the Pirates alive. At least one more hitter. And will he come out for a pinch runner?
That's a two-seam fastball moving down and in, and he definitely had that off-field approach. carved that ball to right.
The answer to that question is no. He's got to be one of their slowest runners, but not a lot of options left for Clint Hurdle in that regard.
Yeah, I think about his starters. Cole, Garrett Cole, probably the most athletic of the starters, right? They don't have a Travis Wood type guy.
Yeah, he's got Ishikawa and the catcher Elias Diaz. That's it. So it's more about who would probably play third. Ishikawa, by the way, is now on deck. Gung, the hitter. Weren't we in Pittsburgh earlier this year, and Joe on a 3-2 pitch took Rizzo out for Travis Wood to pinch run? He would have had to play the outfield. Slider misses outside on Gung. I think that was back in April. Rizzo holds on Ramirez, who has a very short lead. 1-1.
Rondon, approaching 30 pitches, will not be available for tomorrow's game, but it will be well worth it if he can lock this one down.
Strike two. Four pitches into the at bat. Gung has not yet swung at any. It's 2-2 on him.
Nothing coming easy tonight for either one of these clubs. They are fighting every at bat. Guys making plays all over the diamond.
Yeah, it has been edge of your seat stuff. Particularly the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Pirates tied it up, but the Cubs found a way to get out of it with no further damage. Another 2-2. Cubs win. Cubs win. They take it in 12 innings. 3-2 the final.
Kind of thought that game was going to end with somebody making a diving play or running to the wall. A soft line drive to shortstop is good enough. A hard-fought win for the Cubs here tonight. Man, what a ball game. You talk about using all your resources. Both these managers fighting tooth and nail. And the Cubs squeak out a tough one-run win here in Pittsburgh.
Cubs out hit him 13-8. Outscored him 3-2 in 12. No better feeling. Cubs grab their 84th victory of the season. They get their magic number down to 10. 17 to go to grab a playoff spot. So that'll wrap up our coverage from the ballpark here in Pittsburgh. Cubs 3, Pirates 2, the final in 12 innings. Join us on Sunday, 1 o'clock for our coverage. Cardinals and Cubs to wrap up a 3-game set here on CSN. And more to come from our Chicago studios. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next.
That is grinding out a hard-fought victory. Cubs find a way to win this one in 12. He's Todd Hollandsworth. I'm David Kaplan. Cubs beat the Buccos tonight in Pittsburgh. Jake Arrieta may not get win number 20, but that was, at times, you left men on base. You made a couple mistakes, but that is a resilient team that found a way to win.
Well, the most important thing that we're going to talk about tonight is a win, and that's the best way to talk about it, is the fact that there's a lot of good things that happen. As you said, hard-fought win, resilient. I mean, a lot of great adjectives come up, but there's also the stuff that we're going to acknowledge in this ball game that put us in this position, some things that didn't get done. Great win. We're happy about it. Certainly got it done. You don't like to give up. Arrieta starts as good as he was again tonight. So the boys, any day you hold McCutchen to 0 for 5 with 4 punch-outs, boy, that tells you how good our pitching was tonight. Bullpen outstanding. Nice win.
Nice win. We'll take you through all the highlights. Tell you how this one went down. Cubs win it. Beat the battling Bucks. That means it's fist bump time. A post-game show brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield is next.
There you go.
Kate!
She can't go alone. Give me your hand! That was close.
Before earning enough cash back from Bank of America to take their act to the next level. Before earning 1% cash back everywhere, every time. 2% back at the grocery store. And 3% back on gas. Vince of the Flying Branzinos got a Bank Americard Cash Rewards credit card. Because he may earn his living jumping through hoops, but he'd rather not earn cash back that way. That's the spectacle of rewarding connections. Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
The Ford F-150 has a high-strength steel frame and military-grade aluminum alloy body, plus a 5-star NHTSA crash rating. Bet you didn't see that coming. This is the Ford F-150, and this changes everything. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on a new 2015 Ford F-150, the future of tough.
Packed house, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Well, how about this moment for the kid?
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. This is Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live.
Another 2-2. Cubs win. Cubs win. They take it in 12 innings. 3-2 the final.
3-13-2, a little bit better than 2-8-2. Cubs improved to 84-61. Anthony Rizzo with the game-winning hit, and there's your magic number. Ronnie Santos, number 10, is now the magic number for the Cubs to guarantee they're playing postseason baseball. Hello, welcome in. Cubs postgame live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. He is 96 National League Rookie of the Year, Todd Hollandsworth. I'm David Kaplan. Let's get right to the highlights. Lots to talk about. Top of the 6th. We'll go right to the 6th. After a Rizzo single and he steals second, Chris Bryant finally breaks through in a scoreless game. RBI double. That ball off the left field wall. One bounce. Brings home Anthony Rizzo, 1-0 Cubs. Then Miguel Montero is going to come through with a base hit, and that will chase A.J. Burnett, the tattooed wonder, done for the night. All right, and then a pitching change with runners on the corner. Starlin Castro with a safety squeeze. Gets it down, and Bryant will score. It is 2-0 Cubs. Todd Castro, a strong, fundamentally sound play, and that gave Arrieta what appeared to be an insurmountable 2-run cushion.
Well, I'll tell you what, great job by Starlin Castro. We know he doesn't bunt much, but let me say this. You have to start at the top of the strike zone, and he did. Kept his hands high. Pitch was up there, so he's able to get that ball down. Great job by Starlin Castro putting that ball in play.
Bottom 6, Jake Arrieta, who's going to pull a John Lester. Throw the ball away going over to first. This is brutal with 2 outs. Right back to the pitcher, piece of cake, and whoops. Throws it away, and the run scores. And they get him at second, but just brutal to give up a run now.
Well, certainly some momentum right there. I mean, again, so many different ways to look at it. Yeah, this is a huge play. I mean, you talk about getting late in the game, and you say, well, we didn't come through with runners in scoring position. We shouldn't have been in that position anyway. You know what? Make the play. Jake's been in that position too many times, and he's got to finish that play off right there. Pirates pick up a run.
Nice recovery and catch and tag on that play by Javi Baez. Bottom of the 8th now. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Josh Harrison grounds to short. Javi Baez fields, fires home, and that's a gun. Nice play by Montero. There is a challenge, and he is ruled out. Pedro Florimon out at the plate. And they said that Montero did not block the plate. They did give him a path, and the trajectory of the throw initiated that play. That is what the umpires ruled. So he is out. Cubs still lead in the ballgame. Really nice play by Javier Baez. Later in the inning, though, with the bases loaded, Gregory Polanco is going to ground softly to second, and that will tie the ball game. It will end the inning. But your thoughts on this play?
Well, again, that's the offensive approach right there. That's Jake Arrieta on the mound. I knew he was going to be aggressive. Polanco was going to be aggressive early, trying to put the ball in play. Unfortunately, it's the game of baseball. It's where bad contact actually burns us. Hard hit ground ball right there. We turn 2. We're out of the inning still with a 1-run lead. Unfortunately, because it's hit so softly, and the good base running by the Pirates forcing our hand, yeah, they're able to score the run right there. We get the outs to get ourselves out of that inning. But I'll tell you what, it was actually fundamentally sound baseball by the Pirates, who were just looking to put the ball in play right there. I'm telling you, I knew that that's what was coming. You cannot afford to strike out right there. Any kind of contact, and I'll tell you what, soft's better than hard, actually, unless you're going to drive one to the outfield. So give credit to the Pirates. They actually get it done. Credit the Cubs for making the plays on defense.
All right, we go to extras. Bonus baseball in the burn. Top 11, Tommy LaStella with a rocket to left. I mean, smokes that ball. And it looks like a 2-base hit, but Starling Marte with a cannon throw. And he's hustling all the way, LaStella, and he is clearly gunned out.
Well, I'll tell you something. If we haven't learned anything about the Pirates, and yes, we played very, very well in this series. We got taken 2 of 3 here. The Pirates' outfield defense is absolutely outstanding. One of the best in the National League. We've seen it from Polanco to McCutchen and Marte. Great arm right there, great throw. Make a play. Listen, I'm all about Stella trying to get himself into scoring position right there. You got 1 out in the inning, lines one down the left field line. Holly Time would have been running around first base doing the exact same thing. You're trying to get yourself into scoring position right there. So heck of a play. Marte got it done, and he was able to make the play right there.
Yeah, LaStella did a nice job. A good piece of hitting, just gunned out by a guy with a great arm.
Awesome.
All right, so ball game is tied. Let's check out our Sports Authority play of the game as the Cubs find a way to win it. Top 12. Take a look. Anthony Rizzo at the plate. Nobody out, men at first and third. And he does just enough. Little sinking line drive. There's the catch by Marte. No chance to get the pinch runner Quentin Berry, who's got great wheels on the run home. Cubs win.
Give credit to Anthony Rizzo. We've talked about it certainly a lot. He's been struggling a little bit on this road trip, but about halfway through this game, you saw him really concentrate on going the other way. There is no doubt, as you can witness right there, Anthony was going to hit the ball to left field right there, get the ball in the air, and just enough. A lot of times that's the best. You don't have to hit it far enough. Sometimes you put the outfielder in a position where he's got to leave his feet and make a catch right there. It's as good as a deep fly ball, so it works out for us right there. But credit Anthony Rizzo with a great approach as he led with his hands right there and was absolutely going to stay inside the baseball.
Could we see a scenario where a guy like Quentin Berry makes a postseason roster simply because he gives you ridiculous speed?
I think it's possible. I think it really is. It's a nice weapon to have. We watched the Kansas City Royals do it last year with Dyson. You're watching teams around baseball do it right now. You're watching the Pirates do it with Florimon. So it's very much a possibility when you talk about elite speed like that, especially when you've got a few guys and they're good defenders as well. You can get away with Berry in the outfield and use him in multiple roles where you bring him into a ball game, use his speed on the base pass, hopefully create some offense for yourself or a run. It's exactly what you're trying to do. Pick up a stolen base and then keep him in the ball game for a period of time.
Time for our Cholula Hot Sauce pitching recap. It's Jake Arrieta's amazing ERA this season. Check out these numbers. Look at Arrieta, 1.01 last 17 games, .95 since the All-Star break, .54 last 9 games, 168 on the road this season. He has been nothing short of outstanding.
You can't even pull this off on your PlayStation. I know you.
No shot.
That's how good he's been.
Xbox, none of it.
Well, you saw it again. You know, I was tracking it. You know, I was talking to you during the course of the ball game tonight. You know, how many hard hit balls there were, how many balls actually went to the outfield. You know, 8 innings, 4 fly balls. I mean, you know, a couple 16 hoppers leaked through. I mean, again, you go back to the inning in which the game was tied. It was the 8th right there. There was one hard hit ball, and it was at our shortstop, Baez, who didn't make the catch. I mean, that's really what it came down to. I mean, that's it. I mean, it's kind of bad contact all around. Not a whole lot of baseballs being squared up today. 12 ground balls. You saw the strikeouts right there, 5 of them. 1 walk got him in a little bit of trouble, but there's no doubt in my mind he was probably fatiguing a little bit. 117 pitches, that's a big number. But like I've said, I'll say it again. I trust him at 115 than I trust just about anybody in the game right now.
All right, we got to grab a timeout, but stick around because when we come back, guess who's going to join us? Anthony Rizzo is on the field, and he will be on the program when we come back. It's our postgame show presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
There are measures we can offer. Other agents in the field.
I work alone.
Okay, what's it gonna take?
I want a guarantee.
He wants the card.
I'm in.
He's good.
Drop my phone.
You dreamt of a kitchen to cook, with details in every nook. Then I showed you a crack on the wall and found you a house that was a smarter call. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
You decided to downsize your home. Then I said the contract should include an inspection, which revealed you weren't alone. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
You won't believe it till you see it. But at Cricket Wireless, you can get smartphones like the LG Rizio or the Nokia Lumia 635 for as low as $19.99 when you bring your number. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
How do you build a fantasy football dynasty? Throw the biggest game-breaking plays live on one channel. Add in-game analysis from in-studio experts, injury breakdowns from medical pros, and up-to-the-second stats all Sunday long. Then make it mobile, so owners stay connected straight to the source. Only NFL Sunday Ticket Max gives you the DirecTV Fantasy Zone channel. Turn your living room into fantasy football headquarters every Sunday afternoon this fall. Channel 704.
DirecTV Cinema has the coolest kids' movies. Ready to watch whenever you want.
No way.
So sound the alarm. Gather the kids and get ready for some fun.
Do you even know what fun is? I invented fun.
Because your favorites and theirs are playing right now.
Come on, you guys, yeah!
At the touch of a button. Discover an awesome world of kids' movies on DirecTV Cinema.
Hi, I'm Dean Collins, operating partner at Gerald Nissan. At Gerald Nissan, we understand that this is your car buying experience, and we want to find the vehicle and price that's right for you. We have more awards for customer satisfaction than anyone else in Chicagoland, and we're one of only 38 dealers in the country awarded the Circle of Excellence for customer satisfaction. We also have the largest inventory in Chicagoland, and we sold 2,700 new Nissans last year, all backed by Gerald's exclusive lifetime warranty. Gerald Nissan's always a better deal, I guarantee it.
No place to... Wow, that's... I mean, well, do you understand that one?
Yeah. No, I don't.
That's incredible.
Well, that's incredible. There's the score, 3-13-2 over 2-8-2. Cubs win in 12 over the Bucks, who are 87-58. Cubs 84 and 61. Now, Anthony Rizzo down on the field. We get this interview courtesy of ESPN.
The Pirates have the Cardinals in mind. We have trying to catch the Pirates in mind. So we just got to keep playing baseball. Today was an exciting win. It's not easy winning here in this environment here, but we did a good job today. Unfortunate we couldn't get Jake his 20th, but he pitched his tail off as usual, and we came to the win today.
Yeah, you all were trying. He was trying. The manager was trying. He gave him every opportunity, but he falls just a bit short. He'll have another chance. You've been here the last couple of years when you guys were just, you know, not close to a playoff position. What has surprised you most this year with your team?
I don't think anything, really. We had the talent, and it's just about utilizing it. And we're still making mistakes now, and we're still trying to clean it up. We have a couple more weeks left to try to perfect everything. But we have the talent, we have the pitching staff, we have the bullpen. It's just about all coming together, and most importantly, we're a tight-knit group of guys that have a great time in the clubhouse. We have a great time on the field. We have a great time off the field, and really can't ask for more.
Oh, and one quick one before you go. You've been hit by a pitch 27 times this year. What's your strangest bruise?
Oh, man, right now I got one on my tricep, this arm, my left leg, my inside of my leg. They're all over. But it's part of the game. Try to get on base, right?
Stand farther from the plate. Hey, go get some chicken parm. I know it's in the clubhouse. Carb up, and we'll see you next time.
All right, guys, thank you.
All right, there's Anthony Rizzo. He's going to go back and get a little something to eat. What's your strangest bruise?
Well, the inside corner's Anthony's. I know what he's thinking.
Yep. We'll be right in there.
That's
Welcome back to Cubs Post-Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. This game could have been blown open early. Cubs had mega chances. Top one, a man out second. Anthony Rizzo strikes out. Look, Holly, we looked up all night long and went, okay, get a hit here. And they just couldn't pull the trigger.
Well, you know, and again, this is certainly something I've been picking up on. I've been talking about it a lot in the second half. I mean, this team, this Cubs team, they handle velocity. This young group of hitters, boy, they handle the 97s and the 98s as well as anybody in baseball. And I love what I see, especially on the Heat. When you start talking about aces, you know, most of them have that. We are not really as strong at times as we need to be on the breaking pitch. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. When you look at AJ, any time there was a hint of trouble tonight, went to the knuckle curveball. He broke it out tonight. I knew he was going to throw it a ton, and you saw it a ton. And sometimes we get a little stubborn. We try to hit a little too much, kind of create those at-bats and expand our zone. And AJ was going to feed off of that tonight, and that's exactly what he ultimately did when you talk about those runners in scoring position, because the opportunities were aplenty.
All right, there's the Cubs lineup tonight. Dexter Fowler, a 1 for 6. Schwarber, a 1 for 3. Had a hit early in the ballgame. Chris Coughlin, an 0 for. Then you got Rizzo with 1 hit and a sac fly to win it. Bryant, a 3 hit night. He was 3 for 3 and ended up 3 for 6. Montero, 2 for 4. Starlin did not have a hit, but did get that bunt down, driving a run. Javi Baez and Jake Arrieta each with a hit.
Well, Chris Bryant's our best breaking ball hitter. I mean, we talk about it all the time. His plane into the swing zone, you know, has that little bit of an uppercut. And you think with the curveball coming in tonight, he is a great, you know, he's fantastic at it. We've watched him do it many times. You think about back to some of his walk-off homers, balls he stayed inside of have been sliders away. I mean, he really is a very good breaking ball hitter. Got to see it again tonight, and thankfully he was on his game because we needed him to be. Many of our hitters struggled against that breaking ball.
It was an interesting night all around for Starlin Castro, especially in the field. Bottom four, Pirates trying to get to Arrieta. Starling Marte's going to steal second. But Starling doesn't knock it down. He has got to get his body in front of some of these.
Yeah, well, you know,
same thing happened yesterday.
Yeah, middle infielders, they do this at times. It's not just Starling, but again, we've seen it in back-to-back ball games. I mean, you've got to recognize that he's looking for the miracle catch and tag right here, and that's ultimately what I mean, believe me, when I came to the infield and played first base, if you're not going to get the play and it's, less than 1%, catch the ball, keep it in front of you. As a middle infielder, you've got to do the exact same thing. We continue to set the stage. We continue to give them opportunities. Think back to the first game yesterday of the doubleheader. They scored the winning run without even getting a hit in that inning. So it's very similar. We've got to keep that ball in the infield. The stolen bases, they're going to happen at times, but you can't put a guy on third base.
All right, but bottom nine, we see a spectacular play.
Save the day.
By Castro. I mean, big time. That is as pretty a double play as you're ever going to watch. Rocket up the middle. Aramis Ramirez hits it. Good to see he took a slow boat home to try and run to first. Nothing's changed with that guy. Well, he can hit, but he's as lazy as they come at times.
Well, if there was any speed, he's not using it now.
No.
Right? Great play by Starling Castro right there. And again, the way you talk about it is that potentially could have been their game-winning run because that ball gets through, you push it a little bit, maybe you've got first and third, and this game plays out differently.
Totally.
What a play. Outstanding one-hop play up the middle.
We'll be right back. Cubs Post-Game Live, presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Continue.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Civic. Our best Civic yet was named a KBB.com Best Buy and is the best-selling car in its class. The Civic is also loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Civic during the Honda for You sales event.
Speak. Listen. Cook. Get a haircut. Run. Walk. Get happy. Get mad.
There are many powerful ways to fight cancer. What will yours be?
Fifth Third Bank will give $150 to Stand Up to Cancer and $150 to you when you open an essential checking account with qualifying activities. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
Kids are expensive, so I'm always looking to get more for my money. That's why I switched from Uverse to Xfinity. They have the most free on-demand TV shows and movies on all my devices. It's perfect for me, because my kids are costing me a fortune.
I'm going to Carlo!
Don't settle for Uverse. Xfinity is perfect for people who want more entertainment for their money. Sign up today or get started with this great offer. Call or go online today.
Take care of tough projects with Remington Tools from Menards. This 10-inch electric pole saw features an 8-amp motor, and it easily converts to a handheld chainsaw with the quick disconnect system. It also has up to a 15-foot reach. $79.99. Power your campsite or job site with Generac. This portable generator has a 389cc engine that generates 6,500 running watts and 8,000 starting watts. It's just $679.
Save big money at Menards.
We hid cameras in 2 different cars, the Chevy Equinox with built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi and the Ford Escape without.
Chocolate chip, chocolate chip.
Keep your legs down. Tina, put your leg down, please.
Chevrolet is the first and only car company to bring built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi to cars, trucks, and crossovers.
Right now, qualified lessees can get this 2015 Chevy Equinox LT for around $199 a month.
Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Time for our 4 seasons heating, air conditioning, and plumbing. Might need them here. Who's hot? Who's not? In 9th inning or later this season, who's hot? How about Chris Davis? This guy's just a killer. 9 bombs, 19 knocked in, and an .849 slug. Who's not? How about Yasmani Tomas? What do you want for $68 million? 135 batting average. Brutal. We are back with our UPS store. Taking care of business, player of the game. And despite the no decision, Jake Arrieta was excellent once again. 8 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed, just 1 earned.
Yeah, he just keeps on trucking. Much of the same. It really doesn't matter who the opposition is. I feel like I'm describing a lot of the same game action every time he takes them out. Broken bats, frustrated swings, and I saw it again tonight. Two guys walked off and slammed their bats in the dirt right now. I mean, he is locked in. Jake Arrieta getting it done. It almost feels like an automatic win, Cap, and I tell you, I mean, that, you know, it's the sense as this game kind of got tied, and, you know, Arrieta's out of the ballgame, and I looked at you, and I'm like, you can't lose this game. Why? Because you just don't lose Arrieta starts, right? I mean, that's the feeling that you got. So he's been absolutely dialed in, getting it done once again. 8 strong innings.
Let's take a look at our Blue Cross Blue Shield key to the game.
All right, well, this is what I thought from the beginning was going to be trouble with the curve. Now, we've talked about AJ, injured back, second start. Wasn't sure how long he was going to go. This is what I did know. AJ's a competitor. You were going to see the two-seam fastball, but not a whole lot. Only when there wasn't going to be anybody on base. What I really believed you were going to see AJ. AJ's been picking up. He knows that this Cubs team can hit a fastball. You were going to see the bender, and you saw an awful lot of them. Thank goodness for Chris Bryant, or this would be one of those keys where I think we would be a little bit more frustrated. Chris Bryant was on it tonight, drove in that first run, and certainly set the stage, helped get AJ out of the ballgame. Obviously, we got the win.
All right, we'll be right back on Cubs Post Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. There's the magic number.
I need more time!
You only get a handful of minutes to start a new life.
We gotta go! Keep looking, he's gotta be here! He's coming!
So you grab what you need to get you through.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna go have our baby now.
Like keys! I'm so nervous.
Every villain knows a getaway car requires abundant power, impeccable style, and of course, the cover of darkness. But what if it's a different kind of getaway you're after? The F-Type convertible and the F-Type coupe from Jaguar. Oh, it's good to be bad.
Jaguar has been ranked highest in customer satisfaction with dealer service among luxury brands by J.D. Power.
You dreamt of a kitchen to cook, with details in every nook. Then I showed you a crack on the wall, and found you a house that was a smarter call. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
You decided to downsize your home. Then I said the contract should include an inspection, which revealed you weren't alone. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
With a new Joe, a new team, a new state of mind, this just might be your year, Cubs fans. And to celebrate, we've upped our Twitter game, and you should too. We're stacked with game time updates, fast fan reactions, instant scores, and exclusives from insider Patrick Mooney. Share all your own favorite boys in blue moments with @CSN Cubs. And we'll keep an eye out. Preps fans, Friday nights tune in to CSN for the best football recap show in town on High School Lights. Hosted by Kelly Kroll, it's a half hour of highlights, player and coach interviews, fan reaction, and more. Win or lose, find out what it means for your favorite team as recruiting guru Edgy Tim O'Halloran joins us to break it all down. And connect with other fans by using the hashtag CSNPreps. High School Lights, Friday at 11 on CSN and streaming live at csnchicago.com.
Our pitching matchup for tomorrow's matinee series finale. Kyle Hendricks against Charlie Morton. Hendricks pitches well down the stretch. Do you believe he moves up in the rotation past Hamill?
I think it's a possibility. It's a great question. I'm not there yet. It's Jason Hamill all the way from me. If he can get his act together, that's really what it comes down to. Hendricks has been pitching okay, decent at times. He hasn't done enough for me to say, okay, he's your number 3, say, in a playoff series. So to me, Jason gets his act together. He's still your guy, absolutely, no doubt about it. So big start for him tomorrow, though. We talk about winning a series here in Pittsburgh. Interestingly enough, going up against Charlie Morton. I guess if I were to compare the two, very, very similar. Super sinker guys, a lot of action down in the zone. So you should probably see a lot of ground balls tomorrow. I do wonder, though, if we don't see some base running. Some guys trying to, as we've seen this series kind of start to open up a little bit. Both teams very, very aggressive on the base paths. So that might actually be a big part of tomorrow's action, considering both these guys are sinker guys.
All right, Jake Arrieta did not get his 20th win of the season, but he will be happy. Magic number down to 10. Have you learned anything about this Cubs team over the past several days?
Oh, they're as resilient as they come. And I mean, I think Anthony summed it up just perfectly. They're going to make their mistakes. They're going to happen. I mean, we're going to talk about runners in scoring position between now and the end of the season into the playoffs a lot. I mean, this is a team that at times struggles with that. And, you know, they have survived on the long ball. It's been a big part of the second half. The pitching, our top two guys, thrilled to see what Lester did the other day. Huge start for him. Arrieta outstanding. I mean, we've got some very obvious answers. A few questions we got to get figured out.
All right, Cubs win 3-2 in 12. Sportsnet Central with Mark Shanowski and Kelly Kroll is coming up next. Holly and I'll be back with you over the weekend on Sunday. Pre and post live from the ballpark. Thank you for watching Cubs Post Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Cubs win 3-2. Magic number is at 10. We'll see you.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome into Sportsnet Central, presented by GMC. Alongside Kelly Kroll, I'm Mark Shanowski.
The Cubs send their ace to the mound tonight in Pittsburgh.
Call strike three.
Jake Arrieta tries to help the Cubs move up in the standings.
The Blackhawks address Patrick Kane's status for training camp, while the Bears prepare for the Carson Show.
You'll have a doggone good time watching this edition of Sportsnet Central.
To Sportsnet Central, presented by GMC.
The Cubs' hunt for October continued tonight in Pittsburgh. Jake Arrieta going for win number 20 on the season. And the Cubs trying to pull within 3 games of the Pirates for the top wild card spot. What an atmosphere at PNC Park. Definitely a playoff vibe. And Arrieta just cruising through his first 5 innings, scattering 3 hits, striking out 3, and getting the Pirates to ground into 3 double plays. We'll go ahead and move to the 6th inning. No score. Chris Bryant already with 2 hits off A.J. Burnett. This time at the dish with Anthony Rizzo on second. And 17 hammers this one deep to left. That's off the wall. Good for an RBI double as Rizzo crosses the plate. And the Cubs take the 1-0 lead. Later, a single puts runners on corners and chases Burnett from the game. Jared Hughes on in. First pitch, Starlin Castro laying down the bunt. Bryant would score. And the Cubs take a 2-0 lead on the Castro infield single. Pirates, half of the 6th. 2 outs, runner on second, Starling Marte. A comebacker to Arrieta, who flips it over here to first, but that is over Rizzo's glove. Polanco coming around to score, but Marte thrown out there at second, trying to advance, inning over. It's a 2-1 game. Bottom 8, Pirates with a runner on first. Francisco Cervelli, liner to short. Javier Baez misjudges it there. So runners now at first and third. Josh Harrison now pinch hitting. Baez redeeming himself.
Harrison bounces one to Baez. He's going to fire to the plate. Out at the plate.
Wow, is that a big-time play?
For the moment.
Yeah, the Pirates want to see that one more time. Runner is ruled out. So a big one there for the Cubs. Later in the inning, bases loaded, 1 out for Polanco. Jake Arrieta delivers, and the slow grounder to second. Starlin Castro gets the out at first as the tying run scores. Here comes the go-ahead run to the plate. They end up getting Josh Harrison caught up there. Bryant tags him, inning over, but the game is indeed tied at 2. Bottom 9th, Pirates with a runner on first and 1 out.
Up the middle, over the play by Castro. They get one, they get them both. What a play.
Yeah, it sure was. Starlin Castro's defense to send it to extra innings. Still 2-2 in the 12th. Runner on for Austin Jackson. He smacks a single to right. Quentin Berry to third, representing the go-ahead run now. Anthony Rizzo going to get the job done with this. Sending it to left there. Nice catch, but it's good enough to bring Berry in. Cubs take the 3-2 lead. Hector Rondon back out for his 2nd inning of work. And Jung Ho Gung to line out here to end the inning. Javier Baez gloving that. Cubs win 3-2 in 12 innings and indeed pull within 3 of Pittsburgh. 84th win of the year. What a game. I don't know. That was a pretty intriguing wild card preview, I would say. Arrieta doesn't get the win. I'm sure he's very happy with the team W. Bullpen, tremendous. 4 scoreless innings and a very high-pressured environment. Chris Bryant, 3 for 6, 2 doubles, an RBI. Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 4, but he made that one count. The game winner.
The Pirates have the Cardinals in mind. We have trying to catch the Pirates in mind. So we just got to keep playing baseball. Today was an exciting win. It's not easy winning here in this environment here, but we did a good job today. Unfortunate we couldn't get Jake his 20th, but he pitched his tail off as usual, and we came to the win today.
Yeah, he sure did. And the Cubs have now dropped that magic number from 11 to 10 to clinch a postseason spot. Our Cubs postgame analyst Todd Hollinsworth says it may not have been pretty, but the Cubs were able to take care of business.
The most important thing that we're going to talk about tonight is a win, and that's the best way to talk about it, is the fact that there's a lot of good things that happen. As you said, hard-fought win, resilient. I mean, a lot of great adjectives come up, but there's also the stuff that we're going to acknowledge in this ball game that put us in this position, some things that didn't get done. Great win. We're happy about it. Certainly got it done. You don't like to give up. Arrieta starts as good as he was again tonight. So the boys, any day you hold McCutchen to 0 for 5 with 4 punch-outs, boy, that tells you how good our pitching was tonight. Bullpen outstanding. Nice win.
And now to our continuing coverage of the Patrick Kane investigation. The Blackhawks confirmed the All-Star winger will be with the team when training camp practices begin Friday morning at Notre Dame. He's expected to meet the media tomorrow. At this point, no charges have been filed against Kane in connection with an alleged sexual assault at his Buffalo area home in early August. An Erie County grand jury is expected to reconvene in the coming days to decide if there's enough evidence to go forward with that case. Comcast Sportsnet will bring you tomorrow's news conference with John McDonough, Stan Bowman, Joel Quenneville, and selected players at 2 p.m. You can find that on Comcast Sportsnet Plus. It will also be streaming on CSNChicago.com. We will re-air the entire news conference at 7 p.m. on the main channel. Earlier today, Tracy Myers and Pat Boyle joined David Kaplan on Sports Talk Live to discuss the Patrick Kane situation.
I'm surprised by the news. Are you? You're much closer to the situation.
I was stunned. I was very surprised to hear, actually, the TSN report saying that Patrick was going to be there. But internally, the way the Blackhawks look at it, they're all on the same page. They're not surprised. They have thoroughly vetted the situation. There's nothing legally that is saying that Patrick cannot participate in the National Hockey League, so they can't hold him out until there is evidence. And I think if you're a Blackhawks fan and you look at it from the team's perspective, you know, this team doesn't leave anything unturned. They've looked into this, they've thoroughly vetted it, and they must feel confident that there's nothing going to be that's produced evidence-wise that's going to put Patrick or the brand in harm's way.
Are you surprised?
I am, mainly from the fact, and like you said, obviously the Blackhawks, you know, maybe they know something that we don't, and there's always a group that does their due diligence with this. But you still have such a distracting situation. You still have something that's under investigation. So I'm still very surprised that that they're going to bring him to there. I would assume that he's going to be talking at some point. So very interested to see how this works out. But yeah, it's going to be a very intriguing couple days.
How big a distraction will this whole thing be, or they'll deal with it and move on?
Well, let's be honest, Cap. It would be a distraction whenever he returned to the team, whether it's Thursday and Friday in South Bend, Indiana, or if it was Johnny's or the United Center
or October 7th.
In 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. So it was going to be a distraction whenever. I think we're definitely going to hear from John McDonough and Stan Bowman. I think it's going to be a two-pronged message from the team that they are supporting Patrick, but also disappointed that he put himself in this position. I think the league and the team are going to set mandates and protocol regarding his behavior and or some sort of alcohol tie to it. So I think you will see that. And I think that will come out in the next 24 to 48 hours.
There's only going to be so much that he can say, I would assume, in terms of this ongoing and everything. And, you know, again, I'm sure the Blackhawks are going to sit down with him and say, okay, you know, this is how we're going to go forward with this for the time being and everything. And, you know, I'm sure they're going to try and get back to normalcy as quickly as they can, but this is certainly not a normal situation. It's going to take a while.
Ultimately, I don't think they make this decision if they think that there is evidence that would produce a prosecution or a conviction for Patrick. So I think they feel confident in bringing him back to the fold and allowing him to continue on with a very successful franchise, and that, you know, the backlash will eventually die down, and that, you know, his name will be cleared.
Well, Carson Palmer may not put up the numbers Aaron Rodgers does, but the Bears are wary about what the Cardinals QB is capable of. And after seeing the A's score 17 times on Tuesday night, the Sox bats heated up on the south side this evening. And one of the world's most famous groundskeepers teed it up at Conway Farms today, all the while showing his allegiance to his favorite baseball team. We'll be right back.
Story.
Sportsnet Central on Comcast Sportsnet is presented to you by GMC. We are professional grade.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now pay no interest for 5 years. Plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
Whoa, Marge. You're not Marge.
I'm sorta Marge. We both drive a stick. We both like saving money on car insurance. And we both feel integrity, such as that of healthcare in the America of the U.S. And therefore, yes. Thank you.
No, please, stop!
Sorta you isn't you. Start with a quote from Esurance and get a set of discounts personalized to you, not someone sorta like you. Esurance, backed by Allstate. Click or call.
FanDuel's one-week leagues for real money are the hottest thing in fantasy football.
On FanDuel, I've won over $62,000.
Fantasy football on FanDuel is easy. Just choose a league, pick your team, and get your cash winnings Monday night.
There's $1 games, there's $2 games.
Each player has a different value. You can click on that player and insert them right into your lineup.
Try FanDuel today and we'll match your first deposit up to $200.
With FanDuel, you get your winnings right away.
Go to FanDuel.com, click on the microphone to get a bonus of up to $200. Enter promo code KICK3.
This is a great place to work, not because they have yoga meetings in a juice bar, because they're getting Comcast Business Internet. Comcast Business offers convenient installation appointments that work around your schedule, and it takes about an hour.
Get reliable internet that's up to 5 times faster than DSL from the phone company. Call 800-501-6000 to switch today.
Perks are nice, but the best thing you can give your business is Comcast Business.
Comcast Business, built for business.
Oh my, I can fly. And I can save you money like never before at Bob Rubin Arlington Nissan.
This month, the deals are soaring. Lease a brand new 2015 Nissan Altima for just $129 a month. That's right, just $129 a month.
Be sure to see us before you buy.
Bob Rubin.
Bob Rubin's Arlington Nissan, just east of Route 53 on Dundee Road.
Welcome back to Sportsnet Central. Remember when the Bears head coaching search in January of 2013 came down to Mark Trestman and that man, Bruce Arians? Well, Arians says he was surprised the Bears didn't hire him back then, telling Chicago reporters during a conference call today the interview with the Bears really couldn't have gone any better. Arians was hired a short time later by the Arizona Cardinals, the team the Bears will face this coming Sunday. All he's done is lead them to a 21-11 record with 1 playoff appearance.
And during that same 2-year span, Arians also picked up his 2nd Coach of the Year award, while the Bears picked up their 2nd head coach. Mark Trestman's less than adequate 13-19 record may have left some fans wondering what might have been. But for those focused on the future, the John Fox era began week 1 with a rather different look. The results, however, still the same. And as Kip Lewis reports, W's are the only concern.
We're not here to be competitive. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a competitive game. You guys are competitive. That's not what we're here for. We're here to win games. So the ultimate goal is to get victory. So, I mean, competition, to compete, that's what we do. That's what we get paid for. So, I mean, every game is going to be competitive, but we're here to win. It's not about, oh, that was a good competitive game. I'm not trying to get a ribbon like they give the kids nowadays for just going out there and compete. We're about winning.
In short, there really are no moral victories, and the Bears know winning is all that matters. And if they expect to beat the Cardinals Sunday, generating a pass rush will be a priority after not sacking and creating little pressure on Aaron Rodgers in week 1.
I think we had some good rushes, but not finishing, honestly. You know, we had a rush plan going into that game, and there was times that it executed really well, and there's times where you just got to get off the block and make a play.
We got to get off blocks, you know, and generate more pressure and get pressure in the guy's face, and that was the main thing, you know, playing the Packers last week is, you know, we didn't get our blocks fast enough, and we gave Aaron Rodgers a little bit too much time.
And this week won't get any easier. The Cardinals will arrive with their own proven veteran quarterback in Carson Palmer. And while he may not be elite like Aaron Rodgers, the 13-year pro is more than capable of doing damage to opposing defenses.
Carson looks really good right now. He's moving better than I've seen him move in the last few years. And, you know, obviously another guy that knows where the ball needs to go, high intelligence, you know, good accuracy, ball out quick.
The Bears may have one advantage this week facing Palmer and the Cardinals offense, and that's the experience of coordinator Vic Fangio. Fangio faced the quarterback and his team the last couple of years as division rivals in the NFC West, giving him added familiarity with this week's opponent.
I don't know that it helps you, but, you know, I am, when it came time to sit down and start game planning for them on Monday, you know, I was more familiar with what I was going to see and what I saw on tape.
With the Bears at Hallis Hall, Kip Lewis, Comcast Sportsnet.
Joining us now is longtime Bears fullback Jason McKee. Jason, the Bears got off the bus running against Green Bay last Sunday. I almost thought Lovey was coaching again. What did you think of that strategy, and does that maybe signal a new philosophy under John Fox and Adam Gase?
Well, you know, I love that philosophy, you know, going back to the Lovey era, but I think it was the right thing to do. It was good game planning by Adam Gase and John Fox when you have a back of Matt Forte's caliber. You know, last year a lot of times we said, you know, Matt didn't touch the ball enough, but it was good to see them using Matt in a lot of ways, not just in the running game, but in the passing game. We saw him make some big catches out of the backfield, but he did what he needed to do, and he ran the ball really well, real effectively against Green Bay. And as we know, Green Bay's been a defense in years past that has struggled against the run, and what better way to get the game started than handing the ball off to Matt Forte?
Have to ask you about the quarterback. What were your impressions of the new Jay Cutler? He did throw the key pick late, but for the most part, Cutler looked more disciplined in this new offense.
He did. You know, he looked more prepared than he did last year, you know, under Mark Trestman. I think, you know, Gase really took him in the offseason and really said, you know what, you can't do anything to hurt us. You got to manage the game, take what the defense gives you. But obviously, at the end, we saw what happened. He gave us the huge interception. And, you know, moving forward, hopefully, you know, he can build upon that and he can correct those mistakes. But as we've seen in years past, it hasn't happened. But I was very encouraged to see how Jay played, you know, throughout the game, besides the end.
All three of the Bears' injured receivers were full participants in practice today. Could that mean a more ambitious game plan for Sunday's game against Arizona?
Yeah, I think the Bears are going to have to put the ball in the air a lot. You know, we look at Arizona's defense. They're really tough against the run. And even with a back like Matt Forte and his talent, his caliber, it's going to be hard for the Bears to run the ball. I think this weekend, you know, Arizona's been studying film, and they see what Matt Forte did to a Green Bay defense. So they're going to put the ball in Jay's hands and say, you know what, Jay, we're going to force you to beat us because we know you did give up a turnover last game that really cost you the game. But at the end of the day, they know Jay Cutler will turn the ball over. So they're going to put the ball in his hands and make him beat them.
Hard to believe a couple of years ago, the Bears decided to go with Mark Trestman instead of Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians, since then, 21-11, took the Cardinals to the playoffs a year ago. Do you think Arians will have any extra motivation to try to put on a show at Soldier Field on Sunday?
Yeah, he might. He's a tempo guy. So, you know, we do keep that in the back of our mind. You know, I think Bruce Arians is a great coach. Obviously, he's shown it, you know, being there in Arizona. And, you know, me personally, I was hoping he did get the job here, and I know a lot of Bears fans were as well. But at the end of the day, I think there will be no hard feelings for Bruce Arians. You know, his job is to, you know, come in here in Soldier Field and put to get another win and beat the Bears. So I think that's all he's going to be focused on. I think we have his team ready to play. So, you know, us Bears fans, we could be excited to watch a good game on Sunday.
Jason, thanks for joining us. Hopefully the Bears can find a way to eke out a win on Sunday.
Let's hope so.
And on the hill, the hard-throwing, very scrappy right-hander, Leary Garcia.
There they chopper to Hopper, and that'll retire the side.
Our lanky right-hander on the hill, Alexi Ramirez, his first career pitching appearance. And looking at his motion, he's done some pitching before.
Alexi even shaken off there. I suppose if you can't crack a little smile at that point, maybe you're taking the game a little too serious, right? But there was no question that loss was very embarrassing, even historic, considering it was the first time since 1902 the Southsiders sent 2 position players to the bump. At that point, it was virtually Robin Ventura's only move to save an overtaxed pen. Wednesday's move, sending one of their top prospects to the Hill. Eric Johnson trying to help the Sox regroup after Tuesday's debacle. The righty 5-3 with a 4.48 ERA and 12 starts for the Southsiders. And from the get-go, he'd have some support. Top one, Carlos Sanchez going deep to right, a 2-run shot, his 4th of the year. And just 2 batters into the game, the Sox are up 2-0. Later in the 3rd, Sox up 2-1. Jose Abreu also getting in on the long-distance action, the solo shot to left center. His 29th of the year gives the Sox a 3-1 lead. And the very next inning, a slice of history for Chicago baseball fans. Former Cub Mike Olt. This is a 2-run homer, making it 5-1 White Sox. And with that, becomes the first player in MLB history to hit a home run for the Cubs and White Sox in the same season. All right, Mike Olt. Well, still in the 4th. We'll have the bases loaded for Melky Cabrera, who rips a double down the left field line, and that will bring home Adam Eaton and Sanchez. The Southsiders going up 8-1, and that would be more than enough tonight as the White Sox go on to win 9-4. And Robin says bouncing back from Tuesday night was big.
It is important. I think pitching-wise, it worked out pretty good for us. You know, we got Scotty back today, and he was able to eat up an inning there. Frankie was able to get a couple. You know, really saving the bullpen. So, you know, after a game like last night, you know, Larry and Lexi aren't going to be able to go back out there. So we need somebody to fill that.
We head north to Lake Forest where comedian Bill Murray played in a Pro-Am event this afternoon. Conway Farms, the site of course, the BMW Championship this weekend. And Murray, well known for his role in Caddyshack, debuted 35 years ago, Mark. I can't believe it. But a huge Cubs fan, obviously, sporting those awesome shorts. And believe it or not, this was the first time all of his brothers were able to play in a Pro-Am together. They all grew up caddying at Indian Hill Club, not far from this one. So a fun time there.
And even birdied the last hole, so Bill had a lot of fun out there. And only he could get away with wearing that ensemble. That was pretty special. I'm sure he's watching the Cubs game tonight. Jake Arrieta continuing to dominate opposing hitters. The Cubs moving closer to securing that wild card spot. Northwestern is giving Wildcat fans a chance to get up close and personal with Coach Fitz before a game, but it'll cost you a little bit. The details coming up.
Hello! Not getting enough oomph out of your energy drink? Then try an extra strength 5-hour energy shot. Its beefed up blend of vitamins, nutrients, and caffeine make it the very definition of extra strength. Plus, every great flavor has 0 sugar and 4 calories. So, for an energy shot that really pulls its own weight, switch to extra strength 5-hour energy. Oh, could you go left up here? I need to pick up my dry cleaning.
Remember the invite? Remember to make reservations?
Absolutely.
Remember the tickets? Remember where we parked?
The generously appointed Lexus ES and ES Hybrid with leading-edge connectivity. Unforgettable. Lease the 2015 ES 350 for $329 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Something sizzling at Subway restaurants. It's the Subway Steak and Cheese Footlong Sub. And all September, it's just $6. So make room for that tender steak and melty cheese topped with your favorite fresh veggies. Come and get a $6 Subway Steak and Cheese Footlong today. Subway, eat fresh.
You can't put two in one.
At Intel, they make technology that lets a device be a laptop and a tablet. So you can put two in one.
No, you can't.
Can.
Can't.
Can.
Upgrade to a 2-in-1 with Intel.
I got a mortgage offer from the bank today.
What? You never just get one offer. Go to LendingTree.com and shop multiple loan offers for free.
Free?
Yeah, could save thousands. You should probably buy me dinner. Papa's eating steak tonight.
No.
At LendingTree, shop and compare loan offers from top lenders, and in just 5 minutes, you can save thousands. LendingTree, the place to shop for money.
I love date night.
Yeah. Well.
Somebody's ruining it.
Yeah. Well, you could leave if you wanted to.
The pressure's on as our White Sox try to keep their playoff hopes alive in a series finale with Oakland. Coverage begins with White Sox Pregame Live, presented by Orland Park Toyota, followed by White Sox A's tomorrow at 12:30 on CSN.
There's he found it. He found it. He found it. He found it. He found it, and this ball game is over.
Well, welcome back, Sky fans. You know just how good Elena Delle Donne is, and apparently so does the rest of the WNBA. Today, Delle Donne named the league's MVP, receiving 38 of 39 first-place votes. She averaged over 23 points per contest. Delle Donne and the Sky face Indiana in the Eastern Conference semifinals starting tomorrow.
She certainly deserved that award.
Absolutely.
Time to check out tonight's Country Financial top performers. How about Cardinals outfielder Tommy Pham? He had a pair of homers, 4 RBIs. The Redbirds beat the Brewers 5-4. Prince Fielder bashed 2 homers, drove in 5. Texas completes a sweep of Houston. How about this? The Rangers have passed the Astros. They now hold a game-and-a-half lead in the AL West. And the Nationals' Bryce Harper, the likely MVP in the National League. He launched his 40th homer of the season in a 12-2 rout to Philadelphia. But for tonight's GMC professional grade player, we're going with none other than Cubs starter Jake Arrieta. He went 8 strong, giving up 6 hits and just 1 earned run. Unfortunately, Jake did not get the victory. That went to Hector Rondon as the Cubs beat the Pirates 3-2 in 12 innings, in the process reducing their magic number for clinching a playoff spot to 10. And former Cubs star Ramos Ramirez knows they might see Jake again in that wild card playoff game.
Arrieta is always going to be tough. He's one of the tough guys in the league this year. So we're going to have to bring our A game if we do indeed play the wild card game. It's always tough. I mean, we had some opportunities. Like I said, we load the bases in the 8. He battled, made some good pitches, and we only could tie it, you know. But I think we can do better than what we did tonight.
The plays of the day are presented by Lexus.
Number 3, you know Justin O'Neill's working when we have Champions League soccer, but this is pretty impressive. From 60 yards out, that's Roma's Alessandro Florenzi with the score, but it wound up a 1-1 draw. Doesn't that happen so often in the Champions League?
That was pretty good. Your announcing of his name even better. Number 2, back to PNC Park. After a couple missed grounders early in the game, Starling Castro, the huge stop in the bottom of the 9th, robbing Ramos Ramirez of the hit and even kicked off the double play. Cubs a big win against the Pirates 3-2 the final in 12 innings.
For number 1, we're going to Toronto's Ryan Goins, filling in for the injured Troy Tulowitzki. Nick Markakis thinks he has a hit, but Goins has other ideas from the outfield grass. Strong throw to get the out. Blue Jays beat the Braves 9-1. Goins earns our play today.
Well, if you want a selfie with Pat Fitzgerald before a Wildcats game, get ready to pay up. A pretty cool sideline experience here at Northwestern, but the cost to do this and get a football signed, $125, Mark. What do you think? If I picked up a selfie, how much are you going to charge?
That's priceless. And you know what? After every photo, Coach Fitz says,
I didn't even stage that, and you had it.
Go Cats. Thanks for watching Sportsnet Central, presented by GMC.
Well done.
Yeah.
I'll be back at midnight. See you then.
A
pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC. Now pay no interest for 5 years, plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
Great time for a shiny floor wax, no? Not if you just put the finishing touches on your latest masterpiece. Timing's important. Comcast Business knows that. That's why you can schedule an installation at a time that works for you, even late at night or on the weekend if that's what you need, because you have enough to worry about. I did not see that coming.
Don't deal with disruptions. Get better internet installed on your schedule. Comcast Business, built for business.
This flu season, remember this. Your immune system doesn't work the way it did when Rock was young. So we made Fluzone high-dose vaccine for people 65 plus. With a higher dose of antigen, it's significantly more effective than Fluzone vaccine in preventing flu. Fluzone high-dose vaccine is approved for people 65 and older. It's not for anyone who's had a severe allergic reaction to any vaccine component, including eggs, egg products, or to a prior dose of any flu vaccine. Tell your doctor if you've ever had Guillain-Barré syndrome. Side effects include pain, swelling, and redness at the injection site, muscle aches, fatigue, headache, and fever. Other side effects may occur. If you have other symptoms or problems following vaccination, call your doctor immediately. Vaccination may not protect everyone. So if you hopped around the clock, ask your doctor or pharmacist about Fluzone High Dose. Fluzone High Dose vaccine.
If you've been injured in a car accident or any kind of serious accident, the law limits the time you have to file your claim. Your time may be running out. You need a lawyer who will get you the money you deserve. Call the Injury Helpline now and speak to a lawyer near you for free. One who gets paid only when you collect money. The insurance companies have lawyers working hard on their side, and so should you. Call 1-800-874-3001. That's 1-800-874-3001.
We are a family, right? Are we a family? Yeah. Are we brothers? Yeah. Are we a brotherhood? Yeah. Anything can be done together. Brothers can do anything together. Let's start right now, and let's take this for the next 10 weeks. Let's hear a battle cry right here, all right? Brotherhood on 3. 1, 2, 3. Brotherhood! Touchdown! The Wildcats win!
Northwestern needs a touchdown slant. They've got it! They've got it!
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Pat Fitzgerald Show. I'm Dave Ennett. After upsetting then 21st-ranked Stanford here at Ryan Field to start the season, the Northwestern Wildcats had a chance to make it back-to-back wins to start the 2015 campaign as they hosted the Panthers of Eastern Illinois. Let's take a look at the Grossinger Auto Group first-half highlights. It's week number 2 of the 2015 season, and the Northwestern Wildcats will try to go 2-0 here as they play an opponent out of the Football Championship Series. On second down, handoff, Jackson up the middle of the 50, cuts right, down to the 47-yard line, short of the first, but only by about a yard. It's third down and 3, and Thorson giving it a big hole this time, a first down and more for Warren Long.
Good start for the offense. You know, we talked about starting faster. Went 3 and out against Stanford a week prior. So a great drive, but again, not where we need to be in the red zone. We had some guys target the wrong blocks. We had some penetration. And an area of definite improvement needed is going to be our red zone efficiency, and so we're not quite there yet.
22-yard field goal try for Mitchell. Here's the snap. Here is the kick. Up and good. And the Wildcats take the lead against Eastern Illinois. So it's fourth down and 6 at the NU 40. 3 receivers left. Snap to Whitlow. Rushes on. Whitlow hit, and now he's sacked. Sacked back outside the 50-yard line.
The play on fourth down by Dean and Max was outstanding. It was a game plan. They'd like to go kind of hurry up to go quarterback sneak. And Hank and the defensive staff did a great job putting together a great plan. The guys went out and executed it.
3rd down and 6 for the Cats. Here's the snap, and Thorson to throw it. Rushes on. Thorson throws right side, coming back and making the grab over on the far sideline is Dan Vitale.
Danny and Clayton seemed like they were clicking a little bit better. And again, I think our passing game will continue to be more improved as the season goes along. I mean, Clayton's been our starting quarterback now for less than a month. And so the timing, the rhythm, and just the trust amongst the quarterback and all the receiving threats, I think he's just going to continue to improve.
Here's the give. Jackson to the 10, to the 5, reaching for the end zone. Touchdown! The Cats hit the ball in the end zone for the first time today. And the toss will go to the running back Seymour, and he's dragged down for a loss by Anthony Walker. Walker, the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week, with his 4th tackle for loss of the young season. On 3rd and long, the snap to Whitlow, hit and sacked, Adenabo.
You can see the brute strength and the power of Adenabo. He just manhandled the offensive right tackle.
Wildcats for their own 39, snap to Thorson. Thorson scrambles left, being chased from the backside, looking now, he throws, complete, Austin Carr. To the left of Thorson is Warren Long. He gets it again, running right. Down to the 30, 25, hurdles a man to the 20. And inside the 15 and shoved out of bounds. Warren Long with a 1st down. 2nd down, he'll get it again. Running right. Spin move to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown! Warren Long. Nice little spinorama there around the 5-yard line, and he takes it in for the first touchdown of his career. 1st down and 10. Eastern for their own 38. And on to reverse. They're going to throw off the reverse. It's a dying duck up for grabs, intercepted by Matt Harris at the 40, running left. Harris to the 45 to the 50. Got some blockers. Harris far sideline and dragged down inside the 35-yard line. Ball on the left hash. On 3rd and 18 for the Wildcats. Snap to Thorson. Stabs up. Guns it complete. Inside the 10, down to the 5, inside the 5. That's the freshman, Flynn Nagel.
Good protection and a nice shot and catch by Flynn. Great to see, 2 young players in a 3rd and extra long, go out and execute the call and make a big play for us.
On 2nd down, option right. At Thorson, heaping it. Thorson cuts back at the 5. Thorson on his feet to the end zone. Touchdown! Beautiful cutback move by the redshirt freshman quarterback. And the Wildcats take a 27-0 lead to the locker room here at halftime. Still to come on the Pat Fitzgerald Show. We'll take a look back at Saturday's second half and hear from the players. And later, it's been a long road back to the field for one Wildcat. That story coming up.
TLX from Acura. Visit your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
I can't find my Discover card. Wait, I can freeze my account.
Introducing Freeze It from Discover. It allows you to prevent new purchases on your account in seconds if your card is misplaced.
Not here.
And once you find your card, you can switch it right on again. You're back. Freeze it, only from Discover. Get it at discover.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Patter, owner of Evanston Subaru in Skokie, inside Ryan Field at Northwestern University. I'm proud to sponsor Northwestern Athletics again this season with our award-winning lineup of all-wheel drive Subarus. Like the new Subaru Outback, the Subaru Forester, and the Subaru XV Crosstrek. Evanston Subaru in Skokie on Oakton at McCormick.
Are you ready to go? How's the hip?
I think you know that we have to take this one plant at a time. It's really the only way that Eunice Feldman knows how to garden. We have got a lot of great bulbs, strong perennials. I am looking forward to a great season and can't wait to get back out onto the field. So thank you and good night.
47-yard field goal attempt. Every Wildcat player standing, every fan standing for the win. The snap, the placement, kick by Wazalewski all the way, and overhead kick is up, and score! The field goal is good, and the Wildcats come right back in absolutely unbelievable fashion.
Favorite food is chicken. Any type of seafood, crawfish, any type of shellfish, really.
My favorite food is baked ziti. My grandmother, she used to make me baked ziti every weekend.
Favorite food? Winning.
My favorite food is probably just a nice big steak. I like having steak and potatoes usually.
Favorite food is pasta.
My mom's lasagna, so I can eat that pretty much every day.
Definitely any type of bread, specifically croissants. But I love all types of bread.
Favorite food? I'm probably gonna have to go with pizza, but not necessarily Chicago-style pizza. You know, I'm from Jersey, so I'm big on the New York-style pizza, so that's probably my favorite.
Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show. Northwestern with a 27-0 lead on Eastern Illinois here at Ryan Field on Saturday. Let's take a look at our Discover Card second half highlights. 3rd down and 4, Eastern at the NU 28-yard line. Shotgun snap to Whitlow. Whitlow now under pressure and sacked on the play. Deontay Gibson with the Wildcats' 3rd sack of the afternoon. For the NU 30-yard line, snap to Thorson. Quick throw at a slant, caught. At a 1st down, Mike McHugh out near the 45-yard line. Snap to Thorson. He's going to throw it. Thorson right down the middle of the field. Austin Carr, 25-20. He's going to score to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown!
We couldn't be happier for him. He's an amazing and special person, and to see him, you know, kind of cap the weekend off. I believe his sister was in town, and, you know, get a scholarship, have a touchdown reception, spend quality time with his sister. I think that's pretty special.
The first career touchdown pass for Clayton Thorson is indeed a strike. Snap to Whitlow. Whitlow under pressure, pocket collapsing. He scrambles left. Now he shovels it. Intercepted by the Wildcats. And back the other way is Matthew Harris. Down the right sideline. And Harris is going to score.
It's a byproduct of us not actually executing the call. Our 3 technique gets pinned inside, and the quarterback ends up breaking contain, so it should have been a sack. But, you know, that's football. That's a great thing about it. It's a lot like life. You never know what's going to happen. And, you know, just happy for Matthew. We thought he had a pick 6 last year against Penn State, and, you know, that happened the way it did. To see him get in the end zone was just terrific.
Zach Oliver, the 5th-year senior, will quarterback for the Wildcats now.
We wanted to get everybody into the game. You know, our scout teams, our young men that are not necessarily starters or key backups, those guys bust their tails every week, and not to reward them with an opportunity to get on the field, I thought would have been a travesty by us as a staff.
Austin Anderson with the first carry of his career, the redshirt freshman from Plano, Texas. Oliver giving this time to yet another running back. Corey Acker, converted wide receiver, started left, cuts back right, first down to the 43-yard line. And the handoff and across the 45, I believe, was that Tom Ruby? Yes, it was. Tom Ruby, the Navy SEAL, carries the ball.
Yeah, I didn't tell him anything until the moment. You know, I had already talked to the staff a little bit. You know, earlier in the 4th quarter, I said, hey, we get down close to the end zone. Let's get Tom in and see if we can get him a touchdown here to cap off a special week. He's what makes, you know, being an American special. Someone that was moved by 9/11, you know, gives of himself for our country, defends our freedom and our liberty, approached us to come and find a way to get a Northwestern education. And then, oh, hey, Coach, I think I want to maybe walk on the football team, too. He's just a special guy. If you ever feel sorry for yourself, you just got to look at Tom. He's a Navy SEAL. He's a father of 4. He's a husband. He's going to class, and he's, busting his tail, doing anything we ask him to do as far as a role on the field. I mean, he's a special man. He's a special American, and just I'm honored and privileged to be called his coach.
USA! 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 That's it. This ball game is over, and the Northwestern Wildcats are 2-0. And they win in convincing fashion here at Ryan Field, 41-0. As we take a look at the final numbers, you see the efficient day for Clayton Thorson. 152 passing yards, his first touchdown pass, and a touchdown run. Matthew Harris with a pair of interceptions, including a 71-yard pick six. The Northwestern defense did not allow the Panthers to convert a third down attempt and has now gone consecutive games without giving up a touchdown for the first time since 1958. Let's take you inside the victorious locker room now. This is your Northwestern Medicine Inside Look.
Let's go back to Tuesday. That was one heck of a football practice. It's one of the best practices I've seen around here in a number of years. We had great enthusiasm. We had a great look. Again, this week, scout team harder than the game. Yeah. I'm telling you guys are the secret. You're the secret to our success right now. And we got to keep bringing it. We got to keep bringing it. Now, obviously, a different challenge now this week. Okay? Different challenge this week. We're playing an outstanding opponent. And it's our first test on the road. How are we going to handle 70 only? Get on a plane and going down to a hostile environment. It's going to be a great challenge. You'll watch them on tape. We're playing an outstanding football team, but so are they.
Did I score? I mean, it's kind of, it hasn't hit me yet. And, I mean, it feels like it's a long time coming. You know, you're a little guy, 3, 4 years old watching the guys on TV doing that. And finally, when it's your chance, it happens so fast. And I just remember crossing through the goal line and just wanting to embrace my teammates. I mean, they put in so much work for that, and obviously it feels really good. It happens so fast, but it feels really good, and it's been a very big week for me, yes, and the support that's been around me has been incredible.
Every game we go in, we want to dominate, and that's our mentality. But we do have some mistakes to clean up. I missed a couple tackles today, and that's what I'm going to get fixed. And I know the other guys, all the little things, that's what's going to make us a good defense and a good team. So instead of focusing on, all the highlights of the game, we need to focus on what we need to clean up and the little things to really be a good team, a great team.
Still to come on the Pat Fitzgerald Show. Christian Jones opens up about recovering from knee surgery and the mental struggle he faced to get back on the field. Keep it right here.
Where did you find this place?
Online. Lowest cost, highest rated. I wish finding our new loan could be that easy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It can. Just go to lendingtree.com, shop free loan offers in minutes.
So what kind of loans?
He's kind of cute.
I know.
Well, you've got mortgage loans, personal loans, auto loans, even credit cards.
This place really does have everything.
Yes, it does.
At LendingTree, shop and compare loan offers from top lenders, and in just 5 minutes, you could save thousands. LendingTree, the place to shop for money.
Hello! Not getting enough oomph out of your energy drink? Then try an extra strength 5-hour energy shot. Its beefed up blend of vitamins, nutrients, and caffeine make it the very definition of extra strength. Plus, every great flavor has 0 sugar and 4 calories. So, for an energy shot that really pulls its own weight, switch to extra strength 5-hour energy. Oh, could you go left up here? I need to pick up my dry cleaning.
Chopper Bob here, flying your way with great deals on a new Honda. Get to Schaumburg Honda automobiles during our model year-end sales event. You could use my helipad.
Lease a brand new 2015 Honda Civic LX sedan for only $149 a month, or a 2015 Accord LX sedan for just $189 a month.
Bob Rohrman. Bob Rohrman, Schaumburg Honda Automobiles, just 8 blocks west of the Woodfield Mall on Gulf Road in Schaumburg.
Sportsnet.
your home for the IHSA State Championships.
Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show. Last August, senior wide receiver Christian Jones was preparing for what should have been his senior season when he suffered a knee injury that put him on the shelf for the entire season. The rehab to come back from the injury was physically demanding, but it was hardly the only hurdle he faced to get back on the field.
All the pressure and strength in my knee gave out and I just dropped. And I knew immediately what I did. There was no kind of way to give myself hope, like maybe I sprained it or something. I knew I tore my ACL, so. I had a pity party, like 2 weeks. It was terrible. I could have done a lot better. Even with what people may have saw, I still think in my mind I didn't do enough. I could have showed up to more meetings. You know, I let it get to me that, you know, it doesn't matter if I'm there or not. And I think that mindset was something that was really toxic to not only myself, but possibly to others. I had a lot of people help me out. I had the training staff, I had a lot of friends hit me up, a lot of teammates even try and encourage me and push me through it. So it was, even though it was a downtime, it was really encouraging. It was rinse and repeat for everything. Go. Except now I was like, well, am I going to be able to play? Am I going to be able to do as well as I thought I was with the time that I had from ACL? Is my knee going to swell? Am I going to tear something again? I was out running routes thinking I was going to pop my knee again or do something worse, you know? So a lot more anxiety came with that second injury.
I mean, I really can't wait to get back out there. I'm still trying to rush my trainer to let me do 7-on, but they won't let me do it yet, so.
First practice comes around, you can do individual. The second practice comes around, okay, you can do RVA, and then finally I eased in it. It was just a long, laboring, really monotonous process of, can I go now? No. Can I go now? No. Can I go now? No. Every day I would ask. If you go ask Ryan, he'll tell you the same thing. He's probably the most annoying person who's ever been around at that point. It was terrible. I couldn't sleep the night before. I went to sleep at like 12. I was laying in my bed just staring at the ceiling because I couldn't fall asleep. I had so much stuff running through my head of how I would do, how we would do, we would lose, all these different things that would happen. And then when I finally got out there, it all calmed down. Once, you know, all the antics were over with and I knew it was just 11 on 11. Yeah, it's time to play.
Second down and 7, a gain of 3 to the 20, and Thorson jogs left, throws left, and Christian Jones in traffic makes the catch to the 26-yard line. Good to see him.
Damn, we missed him. After I fired my first catch, I felt a lot better, a lot of anxiety dropped, a lot of nervousness dropped, and then I just went out and played. It just takes that one moment where you know you're going to be all right to just go do it. And that's all I needed, really. I feel great now, honestly, because of what happened. So I can't say, yeah, I wish it wouldn't have happened, but I feel like I've grown so much more from it.
When we return, the Wildcats are heading on the road for the first time this season. We'll get you prepared for Duke right after this.
Crazy weather moving through the area has turned into a $3 million hail sale at Grossinger. Minor dings on hundreds of vehicles means you will save thousands today. Like on this brand new 2016 Hyundai Elantra, now just $13,400. And this 2015 Sonata is only $15,900. We're taking all the incentives and discounts off these vehicles on top of hail sale savings. You save all of it. A little ding can save you a lot of money during the $3 million hail sale. Only at Grossinger Hyundai in Lincolnwood and online at grossingerhyundai.com.
One.